Hello everyone, welcome to another retro edition of the Price is Right Pricing Game Recap. I am your host, Mr. Horgan, and here is my Canadian co-host, Ben Mason.
Hello everyone, and thanks for the introduction, Mr. Horgan, as always. We have another good one planned for you, as always.
We certainly do. This time around, Ben Mason and I are recapping the episode that aired back on June 18th, 1993. And it marked the goodbye of a certain member of the Price is Right family, but we will get into that a little bit later. The pricing games that were played back on this day in Price is Right history were the following: Swap Meet, Hole in One, Pick a Number, One Right Price, Plinko, and Dice Game. The first contestant up on stage was Thomas. He played Swap Meet for a Lloyd Flanders Reflections in Wicker indoor-outdoor cushion day chaise, modeled by the juicy Janice Pennington. Now, during the description that Roddy gave for that chaise, Thomas and Bob were talking about World War II. Bob mentioned that he went to the University of Georgia, while Thomas mentioned he went to Chapel Hill to serve as a member of the United States Navy, as it turned out. And after Chapel Hill and after he served his country, he went to the University of Southern California. Now, as much as Thomas and Bob wanted to talk about their sea stories, a pricing game had to be won. The other three prizes that Thomas was playing for were a Vanguard Lighting Cortez 3-piece lamp group that has a rope design accent with an earthy, natural, handmade look, modeled by the dazzling Dian Parkinson. A handcrafted and hand-finished pickle pine country look baker's rack, modeled by the happy Holly Hallstrom, and a set of durable acrylic trunks that have polished brass frames and locks, modeled by the kinky Kathleen Bradley. Now, as we know, that one of those three prizes is the same price as the chaise. Thomas's job is to swap the chaise for the prize that costs the same as the chaise. Thomas swapped the chaise lounge with the baker's rack. So, Holly revealed the price of the baker's rack, and it was $1,353. So, if that chaise was $1,353, Thomas would win all four prizes. And when Janice revealed the price of the chaise from Lloyd Flanders, it was $1,353. Thomas won all four prizes. That included that lamp group that Diane revealed to be $560, and the trunks that Kathleen revealed to be $1,775. Thomas won $5,041 in prizes. Nice way to start off the show, for sure. Okay, Ben Mason, I reckon you have the pricing game that was played second.
Yes, I do, Mr. Horgan, and let me tell you about it right now. The second contestant was Barbara. She played Hole in One for a Dodge Shadow 3-door liftback, modeled by Kathleen, a prize worth $9,004. As always, if Barbara lines up the product from least to most expensive successfully, she'll win $500 as a bonus and put in that line by the hole. Now, the prizes in this game are Enforcer Flea Killer for carpet, a bag of Sweet Tarts candy, Ultra Surf Plus bleaching action detergent, Pump Pals insoles, the kind that goes in women's shoes, of course, Liquid Plumber, and Your Life Daily Pack Select Vitamins. Janice and Holly were in charge of lining up the flags of each product. First off, Barbara chose the candy on line number 1. Then Barbara chose the insole for line number 2. Barbara chose the flea killer for line number 3. Barbara chose the surf detergent for line number 4. And then Barbara chose the drain care for line number 5, and the vitamins go on the last line, not line number 6. Remember, if they're in the right order, that's $500 for Barbara. Let's see how she did here. How much was that candy worth? $1.19. How much was the insole? $5.95. Ooh, I sure hope Barbara's a good long putter, Mr. Horgan.
Well, let's see.
All right, what's the price of the carpet care? $4.99. So, Barbara puts at line number 2. Now, as always, Bob does an inspiration putt from the first line when they play this game. And when Bob made his inspiration putt, it went in the hole. It's just that, yeah. It's just that easy.
That's simple, yes.
Yeah, you try that at home. Bob's on a streak here. That's 8 in a row to be exact, as said by Roger Dockwood. He has more records than you can handle. Now, Barbara gets the putt for that car. Bob gets nothing, but maybe a big paycheck, I don't know. When Barbara made her putt, the ball went off to the left a little bit, but fortunately it's hole in 1.
Or 2.
I said it first, Mr. Horgan. I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that. Sorry about that.
No worries.
No. All right.
We know how it goes, folks.
Yeah. Barbara gets one more putt, of course. And when Barbara made her second and final putt, the ball went off to the right. Tough break. Ooh. All right. It's time for the pricing game. That was played third, Mr. Horgan. Let it be heard. Let's go.
Very well. Lynn from South Carolina played Pick a Number for a San Juan Pools 8 by 17-foot exercise therapy pool modeled by Dian in a lovely swimsuit. And that pool was huge. You could fit that in SeaWorld, folks. Shamu would be swimming in that without a doubt.
So will I with him.
I'd like to see that. Well, the first digit was 5, and the third and fourth digits were zeros. The second number was missing. Kathleen was over by the numbers 0, 5, and 9. Lynn chose the 5 to be the second number, so Kathleen brought the 5 over to where it should be placed. And when it was time for Bob to reveal what the missing number was, he informed Lynn that if the price was $5,500, she would be bringing that pool back to her house in South Carolina. But then he changed it to the word home, and Bob had tried to put it in a different way for Lynn to bring that prize back to her home state. Well, any way you say it, if she got it right, she'd be swimming in it. All right, so when Bob revealed what the second number was, the price read out as $5,500. Lynn is bringing that pool back to South Carolina, and I hope she has a huge backyard to place that pool. Okay, Ben Mason, there's no need to be absurd. Let's hear about pricing game that was played. Well, let me just give myself the losing point, because I couldn't think of a good rhyme there for fourth.
I think you meant to say it's time for more with pricing game number 4.
Well, I was thinking that, or I was thinking more like this. Ben Mason, I know our time together is a well worth. Let's hear about the pricing game that was played for.
That's close enough. Anyway, let's just get right at it. Brad was the fourth contestant, and he played one right price for a chance to win these two prizes. First, a bar set modeled by Dian, and second, a lane cabinet modeled by Holly. Now, his name's not really Bradley, it's Brad. I say that because Brad's shirt says Brad, B-R-E-R-A-D, apostrophe S on it. He has a barbershop named Brad. They can't have any advertising on the show, says Bob, but too late. They just did. It's going to cost the man $50,000. That's two Plinko planes worth. Back then, it'd be one Plinko plane worth today. You figure it out, ladies and gentlemen. You don't understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Anyway, Janice brought out the one right price, which was $2,549. Brad or Bradley or whatever said that price went to the bar set. And when Janice placed the price and revealed its actual retail price, it was $2,549, and the cabinet was $1,975. Bradley wins both prizes, totaling $4,524. Good job for Bradley. And by the way, Holly revealed the other price of $1,975. You know what I mean. Okay, Mr. Horgan, you're now live with pricing game number 5. There, I just thought of a good rhyme there.
Yep, that was indeed a good rhyme from you. Good job. Okay, William had a chance to play Plinko for a chance to win up to $25,000 in cash. Bob gave William one free Plinko chip, and he had a chance to win up to 4 more. Now, Holly mauled the small prizes. The first one was Spencer's infant and children's wear. The wrong price was $51. William believed that 5 was the first number and not 1 being the second number. And Holly revealed the price to be $21. Should have chose the 1. Next, we had a World Wizard computer game. Wrong price, $20. William believed 0 was the last number, not 2 being the first number. Holly revealed the price to be $60. He won a Plinko chip. Next, we had a time pyramid rotating pyramid clock. That looked really cool. The price was not $41. And William believed that 1 was the second number, not 4 being the first number. Holly revealed the price to be $45. Should have chose the 4. And finally, we have the Hoover Quick Broom Vacuum. The price wasn't $40. William believed 0 was the last number, not 4 being the first number. Holly revealed the price to be $70. He won another Plinko chip. So he got a total of 3 chips. Diane brought over the 2-1 chips that William got. And as William was climbing up the stairs, it kind of almost looked like he tripped. I couldn't really tell based on the video quality from Sadler 76. But in any event, as soon as he climbed up the stairs and dropped that first Plinko chip, where did it land in? Well, folks, excuse me. Wouldn't you know? $5,000! The big one!
Excellent.
Oh, yeah. For his second chip, it landed in 0. Now on his third and final chip, when William dropped it, it landed in, I'll tell you this, it was already an amount that William landed on with one of the chips. What amount was it? It was another 0. And William was so disappointed on that second chip landing in 0, the third chip, the second chip in a row landed in 0. It almost looked like William was going to jump off the Plinko board and commit suicide, but fortunately he held back. And rightfully so, because he won $5,000, and he also won the computer game in the vacuum he got correctly, totaling $130. William won $5,130 in cash and small prizes, and that's going to go down as an actual win. All right, Ben Mason, as I am one who doesn't like to talk too fast, let's hear about the pricing game that was played last.
I talk too fast at times too, Mr. Horgan. Or do I?
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, good one. All right, Michelle was the final contestant of the day. She played dice game for a Plymouth Sundance Duster modeled by Janet. Diane and Polly won on the dice game table. Now, I want to mention something for a moment here, Mr. Horgan. This was the final episode for a member of the Price is Right family, as we mentioned at the top of the show. But Bob Bob mentioned that Diane Parkinson was leaving The Price is Right.
Oh.
Yeah, it makes me sad. She's going to pursue other interests. And although you see Diane in the summer reruns coming up, this was her last show, and this is also the last show of the show's 21st season on the air. Bob wished Diane lots of happiness down the road. And then Diane made a little goodbye speech. I'll tell you, it's been a real pleasure for Diane to be on The Price is Right for all these years. She's been on for 18 years, I believe. Only Janice Pennington's been on longer, since the very beginning of The Price is Right, back in 1972. All right, Diane, we all salute you. Now, let's get to the business at hand here with Michelle trying to win a car. The first number in the price of the car was 1. Now, for the second number, Michelle rolled a 2. Is that right? Oh, Michelle believed the actual number was higher than 2. I would have done the same thing too.
Yep.
Now, for the third number, Michelle rolled another 2. How about it? Oh, Michelle believed it was higher than 2. There. All right. For the fourth number, Michelle rolled a 5. Is that it? No, it's not. And Michelle said lower. Now, for the fifth number, Michelle rolled another 5. Is it? No, it's not 5. And Michelle believed it was lower. I think the odds are in Michelle's favor. Hopefully nothing goes wrong here, Mr. Morgan.
Let's hope not.
All right, let's see what happens. Was the second number higher than 2? Now, can you believe it?
A minute. Get to it.
Can you believe it? Was it higher than 2?
Well, odds were definitely in our favor.
Yeah. Come on, really. Was that second? It couldn't be a 1. That's got to be terrible. Well, I'm serious right now. Was the second number higher than a 2? Please, let's hear it. No! It was 1! Oh, man!
I don't believe it.
I don't believe it either. Now, the third number was a 5. The fourth number was a 3, and the last number was 1. Michelle had the rest of them all right, except for the 1. The actual retail price of the car was $11,531. Oh, well.
Man, tough luck.
Tough luck. Mr. Horgan. Yeah, you said a mouthful. Mr. Horgan, I'm going to let you make another mouthful. Go for it.
Alright, well, we did not do too bad on this episode. We had swap meet, pick a number, and one right price won in their entirety. And we gave away $5,000 in Plinko, plus the two small prizes that William got, the computer game and the broom vacuum. So, I named Thomas, Lynn, Bradley, and William the MVPs of The Price is Right. Lynn had a really great day for herself. She won her showcase that included an 8-piece stair-step whitewashed oak contemporary design dining group that has a mirrored back china cabinet with glass doors and shelves. Also, Rosenthal classic fine porcelain dinner service dinnerware. The dining group and the dinnerware were modeled by Dian. Dynamark Security Center's Olympic 17 intrusion fire protection system modeled by Kathleen. And a San Toys dune buggy that has a 1600cc engine, all-terrain tires, and single-handle turn brakes, modeled by Holly. Lynn bid $19,000 on her showcase. Actual retail price, $19,669 for a difference of $669. What a terrific bid!
Wow.
Wow, wait. Lynn from South Carolina won a grand total of $25,628 in prizes. Not a bad day's work for her, I must say. Alright. Promotional consideration for this retro edition of The Price is Right Pricing and Recap is provided by Waterfalls by Milton Bradley. Here we have the Mickey and Friends All-Star Soccer Waterfall and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Sewer Ball. Just fill this up with water and you got yourself a great game.
I gotta try it out sometime.
One of my favorite toys back in the 90s. Alright, so the next time Ben Mason and I will be doing a retro Price is Right pricing and recap will be for January 26th, 1996, entitled Brian's Amazing Decision. How amazing was that contestant's decision? Just have to tune in to find out, won't we, Ben Mason?
Yes, and by the way, the next recap you're going to do is a primetime special, is it not?
Yep, to honor 9/11. Salute the Coast Guard.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to be able to be with you on this recap, seeing I'm Canadian, this is an American thing. Anyway, I wish you the best of luck, Mr. Horgan, on that recap. I'll definitely be looking forward to that.
Thank you very much, Ben Mason. Of course, I do look forward on having you join me again next time.
All right.
For the retro edition of The Price is Right Pricing and Recap, this is Mr. Horgan from Woodbridge, New Jersey.
And this is Ben Mason. From Chrisham, 50 Brentford, Canada. I almost said my old YouTube username again. Anyway, don't forget to get your pets spayed or neutered. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everyone.
So long, everybody.